Good morning. Good morning, View. Thank you for stopping in and being first. All right. How's everyone doing today? Hold on. Let me pull up my chat so I can make sure I can see you guys. All right. Perfect. And we're just going to wait until I know the notifications have gone out. Oh, sounds like they went out. Okay. So, good morning, faith driven one. So, guys, since the last time I talked to you, a lot has happened. One of the first things that's happened since the last time I talked to y'all was Dovey pulling her titties out. I was watching her live. Y'all know I don't really watch Dovey. I just recently subscribed to her because she is funny when she's cussing people out. I will give her that. So I recently subscribed to her. I got the notification. I went over there. It started off pretty funny, and then she just went into this tirade and started molesting herself on camera. I already knew where the shit was headed. I already fucking knew where the shit was headed. View said I saw that mess live and was like, what the hell and what the fuck? View, you and me both. You and me both, View. First, she started molesting herself through her clothes, and then the shirt started to be lifted up. And it wasn't just the fact that the shirt was lifted up and she was showing her under breast, like where the scar tissue was. She showed the other breast on the other side. And then she sat there. At one point, she sat there for a while with her shirt up. Her bra was on, but her shirt was up. And all you could see was her fucking pot belly pig little bullfrog stomach. And I'm like, oh my God. These are fucking grandmothers. This is somebody's nana. Oh, you 22 newfangled ass nanas. I swear to fucking God. You bitches need some real reality checks because this is not nana-like activity at all. It's like, where are the cakes and the cookies? Oh no, you rather get on YouTube and cuss out a bunch of younger bitches and flash your fucking elderly titties. One thing I did hear someone say, Duchess Kelly Love, he kind of gave Dovey a good one too about them titties. He said her titties looked like they had been attacked by honey badgers. That shit was hilarious to me. Then he turned around and said her titties had looked like they had been through the worst parts of Shark Week. That shit was hilarious as well. It's like, okay, so yeah, we understand that, the situation was cancer or whatever, but this is the beef sector. If you don't want anybody to drag your cancer scars, don't be on here showing us your cancer scars. It's very simple. Not rocket science. I also noticed more and more people are starting to lose their monetization over here in the beef sector. And I ain't talking about Duchess Kelly Love. I'm talking about others. I be in some people's chats sometimes, and not that I'm going to super chat them, but I look and see if the button is there or whatever. I've noticed their super chat is gone. They don't have members anymore. So I don't know exactly the reasons for others to have lost their monetization. Y'all know I just got my monetization back not too long ago. And I had lost mine because the YouTube AI system had caught up with me, and a bunch of those Instagram videos that I used to upload, they considered that to be stolen content. So because of that, they took my monetization. It wasn't for nothing over here in the beef sector. It was for my outside beef sector shit that I was uploading. That's why I don't upload it anymore. So I just want to let y'all know YouTube is on some funny, funky shit right now. So if you care about your monetization, now is the time to kind of, I don't know, clean up your page a little bit, maybe, possibly. I don't know. Let's see. What else do I have here? Yes, Lynn T, terms of services. Also, the other day I noticed something. Now, I'm not sure because the people that I'm about to talk about, I have one blocked, the other one has me blocked. So I'm working here with limited visual information, but my brain works and I can fucking hear and I can put two and two together. So Skillet was live about a week ago, and I can't remember which one of her videos it was for the life of me, because y'all know I'm working with information from like a week ago. So Skillet was live like a week ago, and the first person in her chat, she says hi to Jason, but I have him blocked. So because I couldn't see who it was, and I know I have him blocked, I assumed that it was him. Not 20 minutes later, she's speaking to Kwani in her same chat. And then Kwani turns around and shares Skillet's video. And then Jason was over on his page talking like he had some inside background information on Skillet, like they are talking in the background. So I just want to put that little piece of shit, that little bug in y'all's ear. It's something going on with them three, and Skillet is in the middle. And it raised my fucking eyebrow. I don't know. It wasn't very many people over in Skillet's chat. Maybe what, 20 or 30, if that? But the 20 or 30 over there, they hopefully they caught what the fuck. I caught it, and I can't even see Kwani or Jason. But I caught the shit. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Now, I could have switched accounts and went onto another account that's actually see them in the chat. That's too much fucking work for these vagabonds. Who's doing all that? I'm just going to report to y'all what me and my bitches gossiped about in the background, and that's one of the things. So, Skillet, are you in communication in the background with Jason and with Kwani? And Kwani is fine with this, or does Kwani not know? Because like I said, Kwani came in her chat about 20 minutes late, and I'm sure she probably didn't back up. I'm one of them bitches. I don't like coming in halfway. I will back up to the beginning of your video and double time it until I catch up to the live. Because I got to hear context. So, yeah. Lynn T said, I don't watch none of them. Hey, Diving. Hey, Lynn T. Who else is in here? Hey, Montoria. Good morning. And hey, everybody else in the bushes. I know y'all probably getting ready for work, doing stuff with your hands, yada, yada, yada. And a few couple of y'all probably not allowed to drop down. It's cool. I understand. Hey, Ben C. How are you? I hope you're doing well, Ben C. Ooh, you said, but I did peep that. You know what, View? It's nice to know I'm not the only one. I'm like, wait a minute, bitch. Wait a minute. All right, let's see what else. Something here about Jay Wilson. Jay Wilson really been feeling himself lately. Somebody in the chat said that they said, what did they say? Something like Sis Wilson got his body right and now he losing his fucking mind. Something like that. It was funny though. And it does seem to be the case. Y'all know how it is when you lose a little weight or you do a little makeover or something, you be feeling yourself. Bitch, don't let me get a new pocketbook. I be feeling myself all up and through the Walmart and the Target with a new pocketbook, bitch. So I know the feeling. Ben C says putting his place up for sale and heading to a warmer climate. Yay, Ben C. I know. You know that's why I had to go, Ben C. Them fucking 6, 7, 8 foot snows. I couldn't take it no more. And I couldn't take it no more. And then you've lived there probably your whole life. So good luck, Ben C. I hope you find somewhere really tropical and warm where you can kind of just chill out and hang out. And you don't have really too many responsibilities like in those cold climates. You got a lot of responsibilities to keep your ass alive in a cold climate place. So Lenty said, did you notice that he is still wide from the shoulders down? Lenty, Lynn T, you know he threw his arm up in the camera the other day and he flashed his muscles. And then, it's not no flab or nothing on the arm. I'm going to give the wide shoulders a pass, Lynn T, because he is a man. And that is typical of a manly build. So I'm going to give the wide shoulders a pass because I feel like that's what it's supposed to be. Um, he doesn't have fat shoulders, though. I don't see no fat around them shoulders no more. And you can see the indentation and the hints of a collarbone starting to peek through. So if you said, I don't believe the body until I see a full view, still looking neck up to me. We saw the legs, but I need to see the belly. You know what, View? He did show a picture of his quote unquote full body when he met with Wolverine and on site April. But I will say, a couple of people said the nigga looked like he was holding his breath. And I will say, I do concur. I concur, but I do not judge, because if you think I'm not holding my breath for dear fucking life every picture I take, you're insane. Bitch, I'm sucking it in, poking it out, holding it in, and cheesing. You better practice in that mirror so you don't look like a stuffed turkey. When you finally have to do it and you're not in front of a mirror, you better I practice, bitch. I practice. Because ain't nobody going to catch me on no off-putting pictures. Len T said he stood up in Vegas. That belly is still on 1,000. Damn. Well, y'all know belly fat is the hardest fat to get rid of. And it doesn't seem like he's doing abdominals. You'll hear him say he's doing arms, legs, cardio. I have yet to hear him say he's doing abs. Have y'all heard him say he's doing abs? I have yet to hear him say he's doing abs. Ben C said 37 below with snow up to my nuts. No more. Oh, my C. You know what, Ben C? The coldest I experienced in Massachusetts was about 17 below. And that's enough for me because our deep walk-in freezer was like 20 below. So, 17 below, that is, to me, it's the kind of cold that burns your ankles and your wrists if you don't make sure that they're moisturized and wrapped up real tight. So, I do miss it, but I don't. I do, but I don't. The only thing that I do miss about Massachusetts is down here in South Carolina, specifically at the beach. I have not been able to do anything with my hair other than fucking put some braids in it or just keep this shit in a ponytail. Anytime I try to flat iron, blow dry, curl my hair, and I can't even get out the door before the shit is the curls are gone and my roots are puffed, and I got a fucking relaxer. So the humidity down here is usually hovering around like 95%, and it makes a big difference, and I can tell, and I can't do anything with my hair. So that's the only complaint I have about being back down south. That and my allergies. My allergies, the humidity is crazy, so my allergies are back like full force. View said, I always hold my breath too. Yes, View. And if you're my friend and you're taking the picture and I'm holding my breath and I look like I'm stuffed, bitch, you better let me know. View said, suck that shit up. David said, no abs from where I stand. Like I said, you don't hear him talking about he's doing legs, he's doing arms, he's doing cardio. You don't hear him talking about he's doing no abs. I like the elliptical machine because it works everything. You get them arms to pumping, you get them legs to moving, the position that you have to put your body in, it really tightens your core, it gets your butt cheeks lifted. I prefer the elliptical. It does everything at once. All right, we're going to move on a little bit. Ben C said he does his ab work hanging upside down. Dead man sit-ups from the waist on an inversion table. Stomach as hard as a tree trunk. You know what, Ben C? I had an inversion chair. I had it mostly for back and shoulder, lower back, upper back, shoulder issues and stuff. I never really tried to do any sit-ups from it because that was just ridiculous on my part. I could do it, but it was just, I'm a heavy-chested woman, and that shit is just, it's a little bit ridiculous. Like the weight that I would have to sit up with each sit-up with these big old tits hanging off of me. So I just used it to pop my back into place. All right, let's see. Sean Bradley said something the other day about Jay Wilson that piqued my interest. Sean Bradley said that he felt like Jay Wilson took this Vegas trip and it seemed more of an obligation as opposed to a vacation. And when I go back and I think about it and I look at Jay Wilson's demeanor through this whole Vegas trip, I maybe agree with Sean Bradley a little bit. It did kind of feel like he was obligated. He didn't really seem super excited to go. It seemed more of like, well, y'all, it's somebody's birthday and they want to go to Vegas, so we going to Vegas. Like one of those things. Yeah, view. He looked like it was a job. He didn't seem too enthusiastic to go. And Timothy Blaine made some good points also. I'm sitting over here, I'm listening to Jay Wilson talk about how he got all his money refunded, plus some extra perks from that trip. And I'm like, okay, nigga, I work in food service, I work in hospitality, I work specifically in the hotel restaurant situations, right? So I know about hotels. And for you to have claimed that you got your entire stay comped for a air conditioning issue in the main room when they tried to move you, I tend to agree with Timothy Blaine. That sounds a little bit like bullshit to me. It sounds like maybe you're telling a few little white lies or fibs. Now, the hotels, they will give you a little something, but they're not going to comp your entire stay and give you $300 of food and gambling vouchers because you claim that the AC didn't work in the living area, but it was fine in the other areas. Like, just as a hotel person, it just doesn't sound right to me. I've never seen anything like that before. If it did happen, I'm going to tell y'all how it happened. If it did happen the way he said, I'm going to tell y'all how and why it happened. You best believe that Jay Wilson booked his trip under Dr. James Wilcox. If he did get that shit for free, he pulled that fucking doctor card. Do you hear me? Because people in hotel, restaurant establishments, they will treat that a little different than they will treat a regular James Wilcox. Regular James Wilcox does not get treated like Dr. James Wilcox gets treated. That's all I'm going to say. If they did really comp all that shit, it's because he pulled the doctor card, in my opinion. That's just from my experience over, 25 years in the hotel restaurant industry. But hey, what the fuck do I know? Sorry guys, I'm reading through my text messages, child. I mean, okay, so it seems like a couple of people agree with me that possibly he pulled the doctor card. Oh, you out of here, Ben? Thank you for stopping in. Have a great day. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is Pizarro and her little spaz out. What do y'all think about Pizarro and that little spaz out she had? I feel like she made some really good points. She did. She made some really good points. The people who are complaining about her associations, about the way she runs her channel, complaining about this and that, those people are popular enough and have the access to start their own fucking channels and to do it their way if they don't like it her way. I do agree with that. But when you make videos, when you put yourself out here, when you decide to call yourself one of the top tier content creators, you better be ready for the judgments, for the critiques, for all that shit, because it comes with the territory. Diving said, I don't feel like spaz outs are commentary. It's not commentary for the person that's spazzing out, but it is commentary for the bitch watching like me. Hey, Mr. YouTube Streets. So I feel like Pizarro definitely made some good points during her spaz out. You can't deny the fact that, if you complaining and you think you can do better, go do better. Lynn T said, if I were her, I would just do me, and whatever people think would be what the F they think. You know what, Lynn T? I agree with that. I can't even really tell with that girl if the spaz out was genuine or if it was trolling for content. Because she claims that, she has no feelings in none of this shit. She's just a computer. Computers don't have emotions. That's what she claims, but that's not what it's coming off as. It's coming off as you're a very emotional computer, bitch. But, And sometimes even the best of them, even the people who try to separate their real life and emotions from this shit, they even get caught up in it. It will catch you up. But she said somebody bring the heat to the streets, and I think Sean did just that. You know what, Mr. YouTube Streets? We're going to talk about that in just a second. So, and on one hand, I do agree with what Pizarro was saying. If you think you can do better, go do better. But on the other hand, the watchers, the people, we do have the right to fucking complain. For me, as example, I kind of have y'all so separated as far as, like, how do I explain it? When I watch the beef sector, it's no different than when I watch a really good episode of The Walking Dead. And do you know what I used to do when I would watch a really good episode of The Walking Dead? I would go to work the next day, and me and my bitches would sit around and have water cooler conversation about what happened in the episode. The good, the bad, the ugly, who we do like, who we don't like, who needs to fucking die in the next episode. That's the same thing. I equate that same shit to the beef sector. I look at you all as characters in a reality show that I watch every day. Now, I understand that the reality is really reality, but I can separate from that. I can look at it like it's not real reality. And sometimes when I think some people have that mindset without realizing it, and when they start to talk about you and the shit you do, it's no different than how they would talk about their hate for that bitch Andrea on The Walking Dead. That first couple of seasons, that first and second season, nobody liked that bitch. Everybody hated that bitch. She had a couple of fans, but the way people will talk about that bitch, it equates the same way some people talk about you bitches. It's because of the character you portray in this reality show we call the YouTube Beef and Streets. If you don't like what people are seeing or saying about you, it's up to you to either fucking change it or stop hitting the live button or just get over it. Lynn T said, oh, it's definitely like reality TV for me. It is my reality TV, Lynn T. And sometimes I don't even look at these fucking people as like real people. I look at you all as characters on my TV. It's sad to say, but it's true. Let me see. All right, I'm looking for something else. I told Mr. YouTube Streets we were just going to talk about that. Okay, Mr. YouTube Streets said earlier, but she said somebody bring the heat to the streets, and I think Sean just did that. You know what, Mr. YouTube Streets? Sean's video. We're going to talk about Sean's video now, y'all. So the video, the little clip that Sean put out, it was good. It was good, but for those of us who have been watching and paying attention, like I watch shit. I watch people. If I'm a fan of yours and I'm subscribed to you, I'm probably watching almost every video. So the stuff that Sean showed in that video, it wasn't really nothing new. If you've been watching Sean and paying attention for these 3 years they've been shooting it, you've kind of seen all that footage before. We've seen the footage before of Tim jumping up in Jay Wilson's face. We've seen the footage before of the only thing on that upload that Sean put out that was possibly new was the confessional with Phi Babe and the confessional with Wiley. Even though I feel like I've seen that confessional with Wiley before, because I feel like we dragged him for his casket ready makeup before. Like all this shit seems real deja vu-ish and real fucking familiar, like we've been down this road before. I believe we've seen 80% of that footage before. He just put it together in a different way and rolled it out because it's a lot of new niggas out here. So for me, I'm not going to say I wasn't impressed because it was impressive. It was entertaining. I just wasn't, it wasn't anything new for me because I've been paying the fuck attention. Hey, Betty White. And like I said, I got a strong feeling we've seen that Wiley confessional. If not that part, then a different part before. Because I straight up remember this is not the first time we've dragged him for that casket ready makeup. It's not. Does anybody else remember motherfuckers dragging him for that makeup before? Yeah, the editing was decent. Yeah, you said it seems like a replay. Yeah. I had felt like I had been, it gave me a very heavy sense of deja vu. And y'all know I be smoking my weed. I be over here in a fucking fog. So I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But I don't think I am. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is QB and Rick Reed. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so QB was live a couple of days ago, and he was doing basically like his beef sector review show. You know, he was going through everything kind of like I am right now, you know, giving some people 3 minutes, giving other people 10 minutes, moving on. QB straight up gave Rick Reed 5 minutes. Oh, nasty, strong piece of 5 minutes. QB told Rick Reed, nigga, I don't know why you keep bringing up my health status and you was the one always in the hospital. You the one always laid up with some type of fucking ailment. You the one with kidney stones and saliva stones and throat stones and asshole stones. You the one with all that shit, but you want to talk about my health. QB gave him 5 minutes of that. Why the fuck did Rick Reed give QB 10 hours? Can anybody say obsession much? Like at this point, it's giving off like rapey vibes. Like Rick Reed wants to fucking run up on QB in a dark alley and just steal his booty. Like just take it. Cause what the fuck? I wish a bitch would give me 5 minutes and I would give them 10 hours. It just the optics of it just looks so fucking thirst bound and horrible. And then y'all know that Rick Reed, he do be saying little stuff to make us believe like if he ever got the chance to meet QB in real life, it would be no fucking static at all. He would be cheesing from ear to ear, happy to be in QB's presence. But that's just what I pick up off of them too. So basically, the moral of the story with that shit is if a nigga gives you 5 minutes, return with 5 minutes. Don't give them 10 hours for 5 minutes, because then people like me, our fucking spidey senses start tingling and we're like, okay, wait a minute, bitch, what's going on here? Now, of course, I didn't watch his whole fucking 10-hour video. So I don't know if he actually gave him the 10 full hours. I'm sure he didn't. I hope he didn't, because that would really be ridiculous. But for that first 2 hours, it was definitely all QB. And it wasn't really nothing that Rick Reed could say to combat that 5 minutes that QB gave to his ass. Because we've seen Rick Reed with all these fucking ailments around here, laid up sickly, out of work for months and all kind of shit because you got ailments and you want to talk about somebody's paperwork and somebody's health. Bitch, you got a fucking nerve, but I digress. It's like, do these niggas see themselves in what they portray before they start talking shit about people? I guess the fuck not. Good morning, Dion. How are you? Well, you say she missed all that. Oh, Linty said like driving and sitting at the red light. You know what that was, Linty? His emotions got him out of the house and into the car and around that building. But when he got around that building, he realized that it's some cop calling motherfuckers in that building, i.e. Jay Wilson. It's probably somebody else in there would have called the cops on that nigga. And if, as far as from what I know, I don't know that much because ain't nobody really doxed Rick Reed before, which is crazy in itself. But I'm guessing whatever business is his business. He owns his business. He could not risk or afford an arrest over some YouTube shit at that time, which is why he continued to circle the building instead of parking that motherfucker and walking in. He know what's up. He know them niggas would have called the motherfucking police on his ass, and the ones that wasn't gonna call the police was gonna come outside and try to beat the nigga down. Now, you may be a fighter, but I don't know if you could fight like 6 people at once. Because Jay Wilson, and I remember Daughter here was ready. And if Daughter here would have ran her little ass outside and you would have swung on her, everybody out there, probably including Passa, would have jumped on you, nigga. And the shit would have been a wrap. You may think you a beast, but I don't think you beastly enough to be beating down like 6 or 7 niggas from the beef sector. These ain't regular people. These aren't regular fucking citizens. These is beef sector niggas, okay? It's a difference. We don't fight fair in real life. On internet, so you know we don't fight fair in real life. I tell y'all all the time, I'm little and petite. I'm 5 feet. I'm going to pick up a brick on one of you bitches. And no, I'm not fucking kidding. No, I'm not kidding. And to look at half of you, I don't want to touch half of you, much less fight half of you. So what am I going to do? I'm going to pick up a motherfucking brick and chunk it. Bitch, I played softball all through high school. Do not test me and my arms, gangster bitch. Motherfucking arm is strong, bitch. Motherfucking aim is accurate, bitch. And I could put a curve and a spin on that motherfucker. So don't play. So, that was just an observation. Oh, shout out to the 77 in the chat. If y'all hadn't already, please hit the like or the dislike button. Don't be a lazy bitch. Y'all know I don't like to sit around lazy bitches. So another thing I want to say about Sean's video is The way he edited, he really did highlight Wiley as being the star. And I think maybe that was calculated because Wiley is one of the only people who have not, quote unquote, quit the show. So why wouldn't he highlight Wiley? Wiley has been, well, he said Wiley was a joy to work with. Wiley was very professional. And Wiley is down with the get down. If they're going to film another part of it next month, y'all know Wiley's going to be there. Even though he's not beef sector, he keeps up with this shit. He's able to read these bitches because he knows these bitches. So it was just also interesting that Wiley, it seems like Wiley was showcased as more of a main player than we gave him credit for in previous showcasings. Also, I do want to talk about Five Babe's video. Y'all know Five Babe made a video and she was not happy about the fact that her image and her likeness, something that she signed off with Ty, was over on Sean Bradley's channel. Five Babe made some good points. She made some really good points as far as, you know, just regular feelings and the way things regularly go. She made really good points as far as layman terms is concerned. But as far as contract signatures and things are concerned, I don't know. I would like to see this. Well, I wouldn't like to see it go to court, but I would like to see a court ruling on this. Like, is it allowable for something to happen? And I would probably say yes. Because Sean Bradley said in the beginning of his video, and he said many times, he was granted permission by production to release this footage. Also, when she signed on with Ty, just like the rest of us, she knew that Ty and Sean Bradley are ace boon coon. So anything that you talk to, tell, sign with Ty, Sean Bradley probably 90% is going to know about it, hear about it, find out about it. Ty probably does hold some stuff close to her chest, but I don't know either one of them like that. I definitely don't know Ty like that. I've only seen her on camera twice. I've never really heard her talk. But I'm just guesstimating, you know, some stuff she holds close to her chest, but because Sean Bradley is a co-creator or creator of this show with her, because he is a producer, they don't hold very many secrets from each other when it comes to this show. So when you sign with Ty, you sign with Sean as well. He has permission to release the footage. Ty could give Wiley some footage and give him permission to release the footage, and nobody could do anything about it because it's Ty's original footage. When you sign that paperwork with Ty, you gave away your rights to everything you say while on camera, everything you see or looking like while on camera, everything you do while on camera. So even though in a perfect world, Five Babe did make some really good points, and I do agree with some of the shit she said. In legal terms, I don't know how much weight that will hold up. And like I said, when anybody who signs with Ty, you best be believing. You sign with Ty, you're signing with Sean too, because they are one and the same when it comes to this project. In my opinion, from what I'm seeing, what's being shown to me. Ms. B said, if it's on YouTube, it is now public for the world to take and do whatever. Ms. B, I agree. I agree, Ms. B. Mr. YouTube Street said exactly what she don't get. Shy and Sean are connected. And another thing that Five Babe said, she said that when she was cool with Sean, she didn't have no problem with him uploading the shit, but now they're not cool. It's a problem. That right there also would not hold up in a court of law. Court of law doesn't give a fuck if we're friends today or enemies tomorrow. What does the contract say? And I mean, we've heard bits and pieces of the contract. We remember that little situation where Jay Dunn wanted people to send her the contract because her dumbass signed it and she didn't get a copy. She signed it in person, so it's not like they emailed her a copy like everybody else. So she never got her copy. She just signed some shit and she didn't get a copy. So we've heard little bits and pieces of the contract come out, but nobody, I can't remember anybody ever uploading it, showing it. I never really got a chance to read through it. So I can't say one way or the other if Babe is right or if Sean is right. But from what they are saying is in the contract, what I have heard people who have signed the contract say what is in the contract, I don't know if technically Sean could be held accountable or responsible or liable for uploading some stuff from the show, especially since he's done it in the past when they were cool and it wasn't an issue. Like, that's precedence. That sets some sort of precedence. Now, she did say she was going to flag Sean and get that video taken down. I do think she possibly may have a chance to flag him because he did use a part of her video where she went to Wiley's church. I didn't count the seconds to see if it was the standard 30 seconds, 10 seconds, or whatever, because that does matter on YouTube, the length of the video that you use for somebody. I didn't count the seconds, so I don't know the exact parameters. Even if she did sign some paperwork and she gave them that video is still uploaded on her page as her original content. And she can do what she needs to do to get it taken down if she wants to. If YouTube decides that it does constitute them stealing her content and using her content. That little thing right there, that little clip is probably the only leg that she has to use as far as pull with YouTube when YouTube comes into play. How long was the NDA for? That's probably why we haven't heard anything else about court, because they will all lose. I don't know if NDAs have an expiration date, Mr. YouTube Streets. I mean, I'm sure some of them may, but I don't think NDAs have an expiration date. Keep your mouth shut means keep your fucking mouth shut forever and ever until the show comes out and we give you a release to start talking. I guess. I don't know. I've never signed an NDA. I've never even seen one in real life because I don't roll in those circles to where, I'm with somebody and some shit's going down. I guess it's so salacious or nefarious that I'm not allowed to talk about it. I ain't never been around them type of people, so I don't really know. I'm just telling you what common sense has shown me through the years of being an adult and knowing a little bit about this and a little bit about that. And they all have broken the NDA, so who has more to lose? You know what? I'm really surprised that Jay Wilson isn't over there running his mouth a lot more than he is, since he said he wasn't going back. Wiley has said on many occasions that Orlando was popping compared to Atlanta. At this point, really, Jay Wilson needs to get over there and give us a full recounting from the time he walked in the house until the time he left and got on the fucking plane as to what happened in Atlanta. Since he said he's not going back, I'm really surprised he hasn't done it yet. Test the limits of that fucking NDA. And y'all know him and Sean is like slick beefing. They've been slick beefing for a couple of months. Now, they don't make whole videos about each other, but they sure do throw punches and jabs. Miss Cruiser say everybody has broken the NDA. Hey, Miss Cruiser, how are you? Hey, Miss B, I don't know if I spoke to you earlier. Miss Cruiser said, we kept hearing about the NDA non-disclosure agreement. We didn't hear much about a waiver. However, they were so excited about the trip, they probably didn't look into what they signed. You know what, Miss Cruiser? I was thinking the same thing. View says she would need a real lawyer to take it further. Those costs, I don't see it happening. It's promo at this point. Enjoy the click and the view. A view is a view. I know that's the fuck right view. You know what? I heard Sean also say in one of his recent videos. Sean said, now I don't know because I don't have Facebook. So one of y'all Facebook people going to have to check it out. We just gossiping, bitch. But Sean said that he doesn't understand why she's so pissed when she's over there on her Facebook page promoting his clip. Sean said that Fi Babe is over on her Facebook page talking about, hey guys, I'm in a reality show. Here's the clip. And she's promoting it on her Facebook page while pretending to be pissed off about it on YouTube. Like I said, I don't have Facebook. I don't know none of this shit to be true. That's what Sean has said. You Facebook wizards, y'all can go over there and see if the shit is true, see what's what. I'm just telling you what I heard. Oh shit. Miss B say Reed have it on her community wall. Guess where the fuck I'm going after hearing Miss B? I'm going over Reed community wall to see it. Excuse me. That's what Sean said, View. View said what? Now that's really flip-flopping. I mean, it's the way the YouTube game is played, bitch. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. It's good for my entertainment. It sure gave me a little chuckle. I will say that. Also, the other day, Sean and Club Chat, they really got into their crawl about Miss Deanna Irvin the other day. Like near the middle end of their video, they really got into Deanna's ass. And I was like, wait a minute, bitch. Where is this coming from? I don't remember her saying anything recently in particular about y'all, but child, they let Deanna have it, bitch. Now, y'all know Deanna, she's good for ducking off for a couple of days or weeks and not watching videos and shit. So I haven't seen her live to cuss their asses out over it. So I'm guessing either she missed it or nobody has told her. But yeah, they gave her a nice 1-2 combo over there at Club Chat. They took her ass for a roll around the ring. A lot of the shit was funny. Let's see. Oh, hold on, y'all. Y'all know this nose. Also, guys, when QB was live the other day, QB is back doing the tracker. Shout out to QB. And he was live the other day doing the tracker. Bitch, do y'all know somebody put me on the tracker? Somebody put Tatiana on the tracker. Bitch. And they were upset with me because every so often I forget to hit the mute button when I have to blow this nose of mine. And they just thought that it was absolutely unacceptable. It was cute though. I dropped down in QP's chat and I say, I always apologize if I forget to mute. And y'all know I'm good for old nasty piece of sorry guys, or I apologize. Miss B said that was petty. It was petty, Miss B, but it was cute. And y'all know niggas gonna dig for something. I don't try to give them very much. I really don't. I try my hardest not to give them nothing. But they gonna dig for something. And if you a judgmental, looking out the side of your eye ass bitch like I am, oh, you will find something. Judgmental is my middle name. I can't help it. It's in my fucking DNA. I was raised with it. Brianna is over there. Brianna is over there doing non-beef sector commentary, and I'm like, bitch, for what? But then I found out for what is because she said that her StreamYard payment came out, If she gonna get her $25 worth, come hell or high water. Who was it that dragged the life out of that bitch the other day? Or about a week ago? Oh, Kimmy. Kimmy's still over there telling all Brianna's fucking business any chance she gets. And that shit do be funny. Now, I will tell y'all know when Kimmy first got her fucking page, I was not feeling that shit. That bitch was not funny to me. I didn't like it. I feel like Kimmy either, I don't know if she's gotten more comfortable and it just kind of comes off as she can make more jokes and be more funny because she's more comfortable, or if I'm just more used to hearing her now because I've listened to her a little bit. But Kimmy is slightly funny sometimes. But in the beginning, no, that bitch was not funny at all. Like, nothing she was saying was hilarious to me. Oh, Miss B say I still ain't feeling Petunia. Not Petunia, pig, Miss B. Oh, you bitches is shady boots. Hey, Nikki baby. Oh, Nikki baby girl, I just seen you, and now I want to talk about ZT and his fucking nursing shit. Have y'all been keeping up with ZT and his antics? The shit is ridiculous. Ridiculous. From the beginning, from when he first put that first video out, y'all know I went over to my community tab and I was like, y'all think this bitch lying? Because I think this bitch lying. Come to find out, the bitch was lying. Not only was he lying, he's still like, I don't know. We have heard that with the corona and a lot of nurses leaving the nursing field because of corona and just the toll it took on them and their bodies and their mindset, maybe it is like an all hands on deck situation. Maybe they will just take anybody in the nursing these days. But personally, I would not want anybody in my family to be looked after by a ZT. And now, because I have been familiar with him and for a couple of years, when I do go to the hospital, doctor's office, et cetera, with my older family members, grandparents, parents, etc., I have standards that have to be met. And if you come in there and you are a little too flouncy and flase and just kind of dismissive and what's the real word I'm looking for? If you are a nurse and you are rude and have an attitude, you will not be looking over my fucking loved one. I will move hell and high water to get your ass off the floor. I don't even want them walking past my mama's room. Fuck that shit. Because I don't trust them bitches and they're going to be the death of my loved one. Y'all know when your loved one goes to the hospital, a lot of times they die because of fucking errors at the hospital. And family members don't pay attention. They drop people off and leave them there by themselves. Like, we don't play that shit in my family. We do not play that shit in my family. I have never really cared for ZT and some others in this sector as far as talking about their nurses and shit, because they don't have the caring demeanor for me to trust my unconscious loved ones to you, and I'm not there. Even if I'm not there, I don't fucking trust you. Now, I don't know if y'all know, and I'm not really telling any tea, because if you watch her, then you know, Nikki Baby is a nurse. Nikki Baby is one of those nurses that I would not mind at all caring for my loved one. ZT, no fucking way. Wiley, no fucking way. Rebel, I don't know exactly what Rebel does, but Rebel is in the medical field. I would not have a problem with Rebel dealing with one of my loved ones. I wouldn't have a problem with that. But it's these ones who are not very evenly killed. I got real fucking problems with that. I believe that they are out here secretly killing people, but the family is just too stupid, or they just don't care enough to investigate. I don't play that shit. I really don't. I don't play. And we're black people on top of that. So we really got to be vigilant when we go to the hospital because we know that these motherfuckers don't care about us. So Bomb said, imagine going to the hospital and getting ZT as your nurse. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. And now, because I know what the dealio is with that bitch, anybody who acts like ZT, walk like ZT, have the attitude of a ZT, will not be looking over me or none of my fucking family members. I don't want it. We don't need it. Give me somebody else. Give me somebody else. Because this person is not professional enough to put my life in their fucking hands. But that's just me. I wouldn't even trust ZT as a vet with my dog. I would not leave my dog around him. And God help him. God help him. If they ever admit a patient to his nursing home, and that patient happens to have a child who watches the beef sector and is familiar with him, God fucking help him. I'm telling you. Because that's really going to be the day where he's on here begging because he lost his goddamn job. And for him to even play like somebody sent some shit into his job and they saw it and they didn't, for him to even play like that says a lot. Because motherfucker, you are inviting the trouble into your own front door. You are manifesting the fucking trouble into your own front door, ZT. And that's crazy in itself. Crazy in itself. And this whole situation with him and the casino and the tip or the not tip, like I typed in Jay Wilson's chat, it just goes to show he's never been nowhere. I can guarantee you, I can fucking guarantee you that was his first time ever in a casino. And there were many indicators to show that. He got up several times and left his money in the machine. So if anybody had sat down at that fucking machine and played his money, that was their money. That was their money. He could have screamed to high heaven, called security. Security would have told him, you left it. That's their money with his dumb ass. The drinks are free. When I go to the casino, because my drinks are free, when the bitch first comes around, I give her a 5 chip. And I tell her I'm going to be here for a while. This is the drink that I like. And they keep the motherfuckers rolling. After sitting there for about an hour and a half, I'll give her 3 $1 chips. And she keep the motherfuckers rolling. Now, I done sat here in like 4 hours and drank probably $40 worth of alcohol. And all I had to do was tip her like $8 sporadically. You don't even got to tip her like that. You can tip her $1 for every second or third drink that she brings. But he's never been into a casino, so he doesn't know that. And when he was in the casino, he was too busy running his fucking mouth, trying to be seen, trying to make sure his ass was poking out and fat, as opposed to watching the regulars to understand what casino etiquette is. Do you know what I did the first time I went to a casino? I sit next to an old Chinese lady, and I watched that old Chinese lady, and that old Chinese lady taught me all the casino etiquette that I use today. We didn't even fucking speak. I don't even know if she could speak English. All I did was sit there and watch. I saw the lady bring her a drink and she gave the lady $1 tip. And I said, oh, so we should tip. Okay. But this is the person that you're trusting with your elderly parent, grandparent, etc., who probably can't communicate anymore if they're in a nursing home to that extent. I don't even think he works in a nursing home. I think it's like a medical, like a hospice home. So, once you hit hospice, you're at the point where you probably can't even talk. You're going to drop your parent off who can't even talk to this bitch? You'd be better off bringing the motherfucking hospital bed into the front room and setting Big Mama up right there by the motherfucking floor model TV. You'd be better off doing that shit. Big Mama would have better longevity. And then yesterday he was so busy on YouTube, a cold blue that come and gone. A whole cold blue, bitch. Cold blue means somebody turning blue, bitch. But he busy on YouTube. I said, see this right here? I wouldn't trust you as a veterinarian. Oh, Nikki said, I blocked him so fast. Nikki, I've been on a blocking spree myself, bitch. Blockity, block, 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 block. You bitches out here telling these unabashed, unadulterated, fucking crazy ass lies. I'm blocking the shit out of y'all. Oh, Nikki said it made my skin jump. You know why it made your skin jump, Nikki? Because you know the significance of that shit. Like, you really save lives out here, Nikki, and you know what it gives. I didn't see him super chat 5 Babe to $50. I did see him super chat her like, I think it was like 19.99 and a video like a couple of days before that. So he been super chatting her for days with y'all's money. I wasn't gonna holler and scream and complain about it though, because it ain't my fucking money. I wish I would give Anthony a fucking dollar. You know what I thought to do? I thought to try to pull a Deanna on this dumb motherfucker. He's in the casino. He's all flustered. He's drunk. He thinks somebody's sending him money. I was gonna send that bitch a Cash App request and just cross my fingers and hope that his dumb ass don't read it, because he's known for not reading. That's another thing. That's another reason why I don't want him dealing with nobody as far as being a nurse, because he didn't. You fucking accepted a Cash App request thinking that somebody was paying you. It means you're not reading. It means you're not comprehending. It means you're not paying attention. It means that I don't want you giving nobody that I love no fucking injections. See that bitch coming with a needle? You better run. You better fucking run. And he's no stranger to getting drunk. I don't get drunk, so I don't exactly know what a hangover is, how a hangover feels, but I've heard that they kind of linger into the next day. Who wants a fucking nurse with a hangover treating them? Miss B, that's crazy. That is crazy. Miss B said, girl, most doctors be drunk or on coke, especially during a surgery. That's fucking insane, Miss B. I can count myself from the lucky ones, because I had surgery a few years ago, and my surgeon, she was young. She was fucking ambitious. That bitch was a go-getter. My surgeon was amazing. And she was pregnant. She had her baby early, so they had to postpone my surgery, but she came right back and it was like nothing had ever happened. Fucking amazing. But also, I did have the choice to choose which surgeon I went with. So I went with the young and talented surgeon. I didn't go with the old, burnt out surgeon who has seen so much death that they need a drink to get them to sleep at the end of the night. Like nowadays, with the way healthcare is, they do give you more options. And a lot of times people have the option to pick their doctor. They just don't realize it because they're still in the mindset of the old ways that healthcare used to work. You have options, people. You can say no. You can say, I don't want you. I want somebody else. You can say, I don't want a male nurse. I want a female nurse. You can do these things. Okay, so we're moving on. Y'all know that big bubble lip bitch Tracy's world. Y'all know I peek in over there at that bitch every now and again. So I was over there in her chat the other day. I wasn't in her chat. I was in this fucking Sky because I don't talk to the bitch. I was over there in her Sky the other day, and that bitch pulled out a girdle. She said she had bought no, it's not a girdle, it's a corset, and she put it on. Bitch, why in God's green earth that motherfucking girdle looked like a bulletproof vest? It looked like she put some fucking, like how linebackers have them big ass, stiff ass shoulder pads on. It looked like the shoulder pads, but without the shoulder part. Mixed with a bulletproof vest. And she said it was custom made. I will say, whoever made that motherfucking monstrosity was a good sport. I ain't never seen no girdle that looked like it weighs 50 pounds. The bitch didn't suck nothing in, didn't curve nothing down out the girl. Woo! Like, where the fuck is this bitch getting ready for battle? With her fucking suit of armor on? Because it was show giving Game of Thrones suit of armor, bitch. Fireproof, breathing dragon, deterrent. Oh, I'm done, View. I ain't gonna give her too much. I know that's your girl. Ooh, also, this is not beef sector stuff. I don't know if y'all heard, but allegedly Future got another baby on the way. Nikki baby, you hear that? He's still out there fucking off on you, child. He got another baby on the way. Girl, what is we going to do, Nikki baby? Mm. Nikki baby say, see why you gotta do all that, girl. I gotta rub it in. I gotta rub it in. My bitches be over here rubbing shit in about me and my boo Aubrey because they know I love him, but they swear he's gay, but he's not gay. He's just metro, and I love him, so no slander shall be tolerated. So I just had to poke you in your ribs a little bit, Nikki baby. I seen that shit. I said, oh, Nikki finna be pissed. Yes, I mean Drake. I don't call him Drake. I call him Aubrey because we have that type of relationship. And I love him, in case you didn't hear me. Nikki said, girl, I rolled my eyes so hard, he get on my last. Girl, they always will. They will always irk your fucking last. But you can't help but to love them. All right, guys, I think that is pretty much it. Oh, you love Wayne So Bomb? You know what, So Bomb? I went back and forth with Wayne for many, many years. In the beginning, I didn't like him, and then he grew into his features, and he was so cute. But then he grew out of his features. Like right now, he's at a point to where he kind of grew out of those features for me. So I'm not really crushing on him like that. Now, could Wayne still get it? Fuck yeah, because Wayne got swag, and he be saying some real, he say some shit. It's just the way that he puts words together. That in itself is sexy without looking at his face or hearing his little weird sounding voice and all that shit. So Wayne could still get it because he is very, very fucking clever. And I like that. Yes, Lynn T. He was cute for a half a second. Y'all remember the video that Destiny Child did, Soldier, with all the rappers and shit? Like, that was Wayne's time when he was cute. Y'all go back and watch that Soldier video and look at Wayne when he come on screen. That's what I'm talking about when he was cute. But now, I don't know. I guess his face is kind of sunk in a little bit, kind of looking like Soldier Boy shit, and I'm not really feeling that. I feel like he just need to put like a little bit more weight on so his face could plump up a little bit. I did like Babyface Wayne. And I don't like his hair. I think those dreads in his hair, they look real nasty and stank. I don't like his hair. I can't stand Jay-Z's hair. I cannot stand those Florida dreads. Like there is a Florida dread that I do like. I guess it's like the one they look like penises and they just kind of stick up, but they're tailored and manicured. Like the ones that are just like one big fucking dread or two big. I don't like that shit. It's disgusting. It's dirty. If your hair is dirty, then your nails are dirty because you're scratching in your head. And if your nails are dirty, then your dick is dirty because you're touching on your dick. And I don't need no infection from your ass. So it's a fucking like a stair step of dirtiness when it comes to them one or two dreadhead motherfuckers. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm not saying that Lil Wayne or Jay-Z have dirty heads. I'm saying the shit looks dirty from where I'm sitting. I like a nice Caesar, a nice fade. That's why Aubrey is my boo. So Bond said that's the Jacksonville dreads. Well, now don't get me wrong. I do like an old nasty piece of gold tooth ass Florida nigga. I do. But it's limits to this shit. It's limits to this shit. And I don't like the skinny ones either, which is why it was a real shock to me when I even like had a crush on Wayne, because I don't like no little skinny. I can't do nothing with no little skinny nothing. I need a big nigga to like protect me, who can like pick me up and toss me, who can reach the shit on the top shelf that I can't reach. Like, what the fuck I'm gonna do with a nigga that's my size? Besides talk big shit, because I know he can't do nothing. So yesterday was Vivian Jennings' birthday. Why does every time Viv come on camera, that shit is a fucking tragedy? It's like she has no idea or concept of camera angles. She loves to come live from her car with her camera like sitting in her fucking lap so we get the looking up angle of like her jowls and them fucking hard ass, sharp ass lips and that mustache. Like, bitch. That shit irks the hell out of me. Every time Viv does a thumbnail, we screenshotting that shit and sending it around like, here she fucking go again. I ain't ignoring you, girl. What you talking about? Hold on, let me scroll up and see what Nikki talking about. Ooh, you about to call CC and Russell, girl? What CC and Russell finna do, Nikki baby? I'm surprised she's not pregnant again. I'm gonna be looking for a new baby from that couple like any day now, a baby announcement. Because they look real like comfortable and set into married life. And I really wish people would stop giving Russell the business. I like Russell Wilson. What's wrong with Russell Wilson? They be talking about he's soft and he a pussy. Like, how? The nigga plays football. Are you kidding me? That is the toughest fucking game as far as like physicality and being like a tough motherfucker. That's the toughest game to be played in the United States. I mean, it ain't no rugby, but football's some tough ass shit. So I really wish they would stop like trying to make Russell out to be like this fucking teddy bear type of thing. It really irks my spirit. Oh, another thing that irks my spirit, and we're gonna talk about this and then we're gonna get out of here because it's been over an hour. I got grown up stuff to do. Last thing we're gonna talk about is Dovey and her live from yesterday and Jay Wilson. So Dovey was on this fucking tirade trying to convince the people that Jay Wilson is bullying her. Excuse me, bitch. It's not called bullying. It's called beefing. Hello? Do you know where the fuck you are? Do you know what the fuck this is? Do you expect that you can sit over here and tell lies on this man and talk shit about this man and make up all kind of fanciful shit and for him not to say anything just because you were born with a stinking pussy? You are out of your fucking mind, lady. And I really wish he would come off the porch on your ass. Jay Wilson ain't really came off the porch on none of these bitches, if you've noticed. He sits on his porch in his porch swing with his fucking lemonade with his ice in it, and he talks his shit. He have not really been off the porch on these bitches. He came to the edge of his steps on Chelsea. Properly bona fide when he was calling her a Baptist bulldagger and all that shit. He came to the edge of the steps. He stepped to the last step. Y'all know sometimes you can get them when we were little, we would get the old people mad, just like riding their grass and shit. And the madder they got, like the closer they would get, and you can get them to the edge of the step to where they were at the edge of that step holding that rail, yelling at you. You know you had done something. Chelsea got his ass to the edge of the step, but he still wasn't in the yard or in the street swinging. So if it's anybody that Jay Wilson is very what's the word I'm looking for? Who I would not bat an eye if he just got into the street and started swinging on that bitch, it would be Dovey and it would be Kwani. Like he did. Okay, I lie. About a couple months ago, he did get in the street with Kwani. He did, and he cussed that bitch out, and he used some not so savory, not so pastorly words. So Kwani did bring the boys to the yard and then to the street. So I'll give that to Quanetta. She did do that. But it's very few and far in between with Jay Wilson. But with Dovey and this trying to play victim shit, trying to play like he's bullying her, he's picking on her, bitch, you lost your fucking mind. You have lost your mind, Dovisha. You said he will lose it on her. You know what, View? Me and my bitches was talking about that the other day. We said, you know, it's an any day now thing. He's gonna lose it on her. If she plays these fucking police games, then he's gonna lose it on her. Now, yesterday during her live, she kept saying that she was in the beginning. She said that she was gonna put paperwork on Jay Wilson, but near the middle end of her live, she was talking about she had to get off because she had to go to the courthouse. Now, a regular thinking person would put two and two together and believe that she was going down after she got off her live. They wanted also Jay Wilson to believe that she was going down there to put paperwork on him. No, she was going to the courthouse to pay her fucking fees to try to stop her eviction. That's what the courthouse shit was. But you know, Dovey is so stupid and she doesn't really have a strong grasp on the English language to understand when she says one thing and doesn't fully explain it, and then she says another thing and doesn't fully explain it. Niggas is gonna make up the space in between and report it how we think that she said it, but that's not actually what she said. She's just a stupid bitch and doesn't understand that you fully have to communicate to these beef sector motherfuckers if you don't want no problems. So that's what it was. And Jay Wilson was a little shook yesterday. He got off of his live to go over there to see about her and these police reports people were telling him that she was going to file. I don't believe she was going to file no police reports. To me, it seems she was headed to the courthouse to deal with her eviction, and she was over there lying, saying she was going to put paperwork on Jay Wilson. And how do I know it's a lie? I know it's a lie because what's she going to put paperwork on? What's she going to put paperwork on? And the police about sick of her ass anyway. Y'all keep playing with the police. Every single one of y'all gonna end up like Tracy in the motherfucking clink from your own fruition. You bitches gonna get yourselves locked up in the clink trying to get other people locked up in the clink. And I'm really glad that the whole Black Lives Matter shit has come and gone, because I was really sick of you bitches talking about Black Lives Matter. But every time I turn around, it's another nigga calling the police on another nigga over some internet shit. Like, fucking ridiculous. Y'all are no different than Keyshawn's white baby daddy. All of y'all are no different than Keyshawn white baby daddy using the police as a motherfucking tool against niggas. So when you look in the mirror, I want you to look at yourself and I want you to see the reflection of Keyshawn's white baby daddy. Mr. YouTube straight say exactly. That's why I can't watch Quantity. All that fucking running water. No, ma'am. Well, I guess that bitch can say, ain't nobody never say the her water was cut off. You know what? She say she be over there washing dishes, but I know what washing dishes sound like. And I don't never hear no forks, no spoons, no nothing clanking over there with that bitch. I believe she has OCD and that she's over there washing her hands over and over and over because she knows she's a dirty, disgusting bitch. And she can feel it coming out of her fucking pores. Because if she was washing dishes, if she was cleaning the goddamn kitchen, we would hear broomsticks, mop buckets, silverware, dishes, cabinets opening. Bitch, we don't hear none of that shit, but we can hear the snap, crackle, and pop of that motherfucking vape. Hold on, y'all. Nikki baby say now she's gonna come slinging forks and spoons. Miss B said a vape, that's a damn lighter. No, it's not, Miss B, because I have a vape right here. And hold on, let me grab it so I can show y'all. Hopefully you can hear it. Hold on, listen. My vape is not tobacco, by the way. But hopefully y'all heard the little snap, crackle, and pop of that motherfucking thing. Like in the beginning when I hit the button. So I know what it sound like. I've been peeped the shit out way before James peeped it out. I even mentioned it, but y'all know I don't get many numbers like that over here. So maybe not many people heard me when I mentioned it. But I mentioned it months before James mentioned it because I know what the fuck it is. And I'm like, what the fuck? Is Kwani over there vaping? Oh, something else I wanted to bring up. People, Jay Wilson is specific. He said that he didn't understand how Kwani can be a drunk working at the airport, working with the public. She doesn't work with the public, Jay Wilson. She doesn't work with the public. Kwani is one of those little fellas that you see down there with them light up sticks in her hands that like waves the airplane here or there, tells the motherfucker to stop, tells the motherfucker to go left or to go right. That's what she does. Kwani is one of those little fellas that you see out there with the vest on and shit. Kwani is also one of them little fellas that drives the cart that chunks the bags underneath the fucking plane. Kwani is one of those little fellas on the tarmac. She's a tarmac worker. She does not work with the public. And how do I know? Because the bitch confessed it one day. She was in her car on her way home and she said she was tired because she had been on the tarmac waving in planes all day. I said, I knew it, bitch. I had been saying for years that the bitch was a bag handler, chunking bags under the plane. That's why her little ass is so fucking mean and aggressive, because she fucking has to pick up like 20 and 30-pound bags all day and toss them under the plane. And that's another reason. You know why? People really get upset when they tell you that your bag can't be over 50 pounds. But that's why, because they got little fellas like Kwani out there throwing them under the plane. And they can't lift but so much. Excuse me, guys. All right, y'all. It's been like an hour and a half almost. I'm about to get out of here. I got some grown up stuff to do. So today I'm going to. We have an overflow room in our atrium, and it's a bunch of fucking products and cleaning supplies and like an obnoxious amount of packs of toilet paper and shit. I got to get in there and organize that shit. I got 2 cabinets. Like, I just got 2 new cabinets, and I'm going to get in there with those cabinets, and I got to pull all this stuff out, put the cabinets in, and then fill the cabinets up with all the stuff. So that's what I'll be doing all day. So hopefully these niggas will give me some entertainment while I'm doing my grown-up stuff in this back room. Thank y'all so much for stopping in. View says, thanks for sharing. I was waiting on your ass. Thank you for always being here, View. I really appreciate it. And thank you, everyone else, for always being here. Oh, I never thank my moderators, but thank you, moderators. And it ain't because I be, just thinking that y'all don't do nothing. But y'all really don't, because we don't have people come over here fucking with us. But thank you, moderators. I just be forgetting. All right, guys, have a great day. I will see y'all real soon, because like I said, these motherfuckers is show cutting up on a regular basis, giving a bitch something to gossip about. All right, y'all, have a great day and be safe out there. Peace.